Okay, good morning, Langston third graders, and welcome to day 3 of your word study for this week. We are still talking about our accented long E pattern. So let's review our anchor chart again really quickly. Let me make sure you guys can see it. All right, so the accented syllable for words with the open E pattern is usually in the first syllable. So we've got 2 examples here with our open E pattern. You can hear that long E in the first syllable in both of these words. Fever and even. Fever and even. Our next pattern is going to be our E consonant E. And this states that the accented syllable for words with the E consonant E pattern is the second syllable. So let's look at these 2 examples. Supreme, supreme, and complete. You can hear those long E's in both of those second syllables. So remember this whenever you are doing your word sorts this week. E consonant E pattern words are going to have accented syllables in the second syllable. Our other 2 patterns that we're talking about this week are EA and EE patterns. So the accented syllable for words with EA or EE patterns can be either the first or second syllable. The first syllable with EA, our example here is meaning. You can hear that long E in that first syllable, meaning. And then we have an example of an EA pattern that's accented in the second syllable, and that word is mistreat. Mistreat. Let's look at the EE pattern examples. In the first syllable, we have greeting. Greeting, that long E is accented in the first syllable in greeting. And then succeed, you can hear that long E accented in our second syllable. All right, so that is our review of our anchor chart for this week. So let's go over what your assignment is going to be for today. So today you're going to have a list of words and you're going to sort them by what pattern they belong to. Okay, let's talk about our patterns. We just reviewed them, but I'm going to write them on my board. Okay, so we have EA, E, E consonant E, and open E. Okay, so that's our 4 patterns. We have EA, EE, E consonant E, and open E. Reminding you what I just said, most of your words that have an open E syllable pattern are going to be accented in the first syllable. It said the E consonant E words will have their accented E in the second syllable. These 2, EA and EE, can be accented in either syllable. So you're really going to have to listen to those words and listen for that long E sound whenever you have words with these 2 syllable types. Okay, so let's look at some of our words. We have the word succeed. Succeed. I hope you all succeed your assignments this week. Let me make sure you guys can see my word. Okay, we've got succeed, succeed. So I can very easily identify that I've got my double E pattern right here, okay? So if I say that word with my hand under my chin, succeed, I know that this is accented in the second syllable. So succeed, it's the double E pattern, and its accented syllable is the second syllable. So remember that when you're doing your word sort today. Let's look at another word. This word is going to be an unusual word. I want you to try to read this word to yourself. Okay? This word is increase. Increase. So, there's lots of vowels in this word. Let's identify those. We've got EA and E again. Okay, so that's why it's unusual. We've got a silent E at the end of our word, but we also have that EA pattern right here in the middle. Okay, so let's look at that for just a minute. We have that EA digraph and that silent E, but it is not an E consonant E because it has the EA digraph together. So don't let this trick you. It doesn't go here, it goes here. This is an EA pattern. Increase, increase. And we hear that accented syllable in our second, the accented E, in our second syllable. So just a reminder, whenever you come across a word like this, we have our EA digraph and a silent E, but don't let it trick you. It doesn't go under E consonant E. It's an EA pattern. Okay, let's look at a couple more. Okay. I'm going to look at the word. Weedy. My yard is getting weedy. I need to go clean it. Weedy, weedy. Okay, so that Y kind of makes an E sound, doesn't it? But we're not looking at that because this is our accented syllable. Say that. Weedy, weedy. We're accenting this first syllable. We've got an EE pattern, and it's accented in the first syllable. Okay? Let's look at a couple more. This is a big word. This word is stampede. Stampede. So I'm going to look at my vowels. I've got an A, I've got an E, and an E. E consonant E. So this is an E consonant E in our sort. And if I say it with my hand under my chin, stampede, stampede, I can hear that long E in the second syllable. So we've got E consonant E pattern. It's accented in the second syllable. Okay, let's look at one more, and then you guys can go get started on your assignment for today. This is a type of tree. I have a few of these in my yard. It's called cedar. Cedar. Let's look at our vowels. We've got an E and we have an A. Cedar. Cedar. Okay, so if I say that word, it's not an EA together. So don't let that trick you, okay? There's a consonant between those that E and that A. Say that word with your hand under your chin. Cedar. Cedar. Our syllable break is right after that E. So this is an open E pattern word. Cedar. And just like it says in our anchor chart, and we've reviewed, that is going to be accented in the first syllable. Cedar. So it goes under open E, and it's accented in the first syllable. So I want you guys to go get started on your word study sort for today, and let your teacher know if you have any questions, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow. Bye.